Yeah, disappointing start. I felt it in shoot around today. We're in the back gym because the girls are playing, and obviously a great win by our women's team. But we were just too loose. We were kind of messing around a little bit, had to jump them, and remind them there's little room for error against the best teams in the league. And the first half, we were not very good. And that's a product of how we were acting earlier in the day, and we got to mature and we got to take the next step to understand what it really takes to beat the best teams. It can't be one half. We're playing St. Thomas well for half of the first half. We play well in the second half against NDSU. Against the best teams, you got to put two really solid halves together, and we just didn't do that tonight. So unfortunate, had chances, missed some shots, missed some free throws. They're a good team, and the guys that they had on the floor made some clutch shots when they needed them to. So credit to them. I always say this Dave's one of the best coaches in our league. He does an awesome job, and they have a great team.
Seemed like you just couldn't get a stop in overtime.
Yeah. The worry was I wasn't super worried about the first half. I thought we were going to lose it the second half, a little bit like St. Thomas, just not playing a lot of guys, down some guys. And it was the exact opposite. We kind of found some energy in the second half. And then overtime, the very first play, they kind of pitch it back to somebody and we don't switch it and he just walks to the rim. And that can't be the statement that's set to start overtime. That's kind of deflating a little bit. But you could tell we played those guys probably the last, 10 to 12 minutes of the game. We really didn't sub much and they were tired. But I'm always going to defend our guys. They're fighting like hell, man. Like they've been through a lot, and I can say that on air, but nobody really knows what they've gone through and what how they've been fighting. But I'm really proud of them. Losing sucks. It's bad. I'll probably go home and sit and watch film the rest of the night and not talk to anybody. But I am proud of our guys, and I think they see now that, hey, we can play with St. Thomas, we can play with NDSU, we have plenty of chances to beat those guys, and we're close. So they're not going to give up. They're going to keep fighting, and we know we got a really tough stretch with 4 or 5 on the road now.
I mean, conventional wisdom would say that you shouldn't be able to play with these teams just with all the injuries that you do have. How are they doing it?
Yeah, I think we're really sharing the ball, and that's a reason why we were down in the first half. We had too many turnovers. We were not sharing it correctly. When we share it, we're pretty special. We find the open guy. We have 3 guys that are performing at a very high level with Uzziah, who's a freshman, really, really impressive. Jordan Crawford, who's never kind of been in that role before. And then Cam Fens has been a monster in Summit League play. So those 3 guys, and I think the other guys are really stars in their role. They really know exactly who they are and what they need to do to help us win. And we're finding some ways defensively, unfortunately, just not in overtime.
Do you think those 3 guys, tonight especially, they really showed it, there's enough there that if you get a good supporting cast that this team can still compete?
Yeah, I believe in them. And, Vince has only been back 2 games, and I didn't think he played tremendous, but he's given us something. He's tough. He's physical. He can rebound. He's a very good defender. He's smart. So once Vince starts playing a little bit more, I started him. He's been out for a while. I just started him because I just think he's one of our toughest dudes. And then, Silas has been a star in his role, man. Like that dude came from Jamestown. He was working in Alaska and got the call and came here and just off the couch and started playing. And we're starting a kid that's been with us for 3 weeks. So that's kind of special how this group's come together. But the chemistry is good, and we have pretty good leadership within our team. And I was really frustrated during the first time out because our leadership wasn't great. And usually it's really good, and they're kind of all just looking around like, what do we do? And it's like, if I'm not in that timeout, you guys should be talking. You should be getting our group together and saying, hey, that start's not good enough. Turning the ball over like that is not good enough. Giving up offense, it's not good enough. That's not who we are. So I think when you have a solid culture, and I think last year it was kind of firmly built on what we expect every single day, how hard we practice. It's up to those guys to lead our team, and we're at the point in the season where they have to do that if we want to be good. So I don't know. We have the right guys. We have guys that kind of play loose and believe that we can win, and now they really, really, truly do.
You've seen the Bison twice now, and obviously they're rolling. What do you see that's made them so good so far?
Have a lot of good players. You look at their box score, 10, 14, 15, 15, 15, 20. Like, that's impressive. And anytime you build a team, you're looking for different ways to play, different lineups that you can play together against certain teams that defend you certain ways. And they have so many guys. Like 8 didn't score, but he's a good player. 11 comes in, 2 comes in, and they play their role. And it's hard to take away everybody. Right, so you do a good job on one thing, and then all of a sudden 3, it feels like he never misses. Like every time we play them, he's making shots. So it's tough. They're difficult to defend because they have so many guys. And like I said, I think Dave's a really good coach.
You got anything, James? Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, guys. Go Yotes.